Hey, this is Mike with the Studio for Teaching and Learning Innovation, and today we are going to run through how you would go ahead and do a Zoom meeting in your classroom so that you could make it available to students in Blackboard if they're out during COVID or any other reason you wanted to meet or record your classes. So I'm in a Blackboard course site right now. This is my Blackboard course site, and this is the course that I want to have the Zoom recordings for. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Tools area on the left-hand menu, and I'll click on Tools. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and you can see here I've got Zoom Meeting, and I'm going to click on Zoom Meeting. And now they're going to launch Zoom, and now Zoom is launching, and now I can say, okay, let me schedule a new meeting. And I can click on Schedule a Meeting. And I can name it the name of the class. In this case, it's Zoom to Blackboard from the Classroom. That's the name of the course. I could give it a description. I can say when it's going to be, and I can create a recurring meeting. So let's say I was teaching this class every week on Thursdays at 4 p.m. So I can say it's a recurring meeting. I want it to occur weekly. And then you can choose which days of the week. So this is just Thursday, and it's for an hour. And I could choose any of these options, registration required, if it's a passcode, or whatever they need to use to access it, right? So that's all I need to do, and I'll scroll down. I can enable joining before the host, which is fine. I can mute the participants upon entry. All kinds of things that I would be able to do with my Zoom, but I'm creating it in Blackboard. And I'll click Save. And that's it. And now I can start the meeting automatically if I want. Or I can just go back to the class, Zoom to Blackboard from the classroom. And then if I go to Tools again, and I go to Zoom Meeting, now you'll see it launches, and I can start any of these, and any student can join at any time. So that's how you would go ahead and create that Zoom to Blackboard for the classroom. And as a matter of fact, if you wanted to, you can edit these so that they record automatically, and that's probably what I would do. So let me edit this meeting. I'm going to hit Topic, and I'll click on Zoom to Blackboard from the classroom. And here's where I can actually check what the meeting is, and you'll see that I have not started the recording automatically. Record the meeting automatically is not on. I like to set that just so that it's there. So I'll click Edit this meeting, and I'll say Record the meeting automatically. And I want it recorded in the cloud, and I'll say Save. And that's perfect. And now I can start the meeting if I want. And I can just jump right into the meeting. And I can do this in class also. So that's what I would do in class. So the next step is for us to go to a classroom, and we will open up Blackboard, and we'll start this meeting in an actual classroom. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so here I am in a classroom, and you can see there's the classroom, and I'm going to be logged into my computer. Let's go ahead and reverse the angle here. Hang on. Okay, so I'm logged into my computer, and I will go to my Blackboard course site. I'm logged into the computer at the podium. And I'll go to my Blackboard course site, and then I'm going to click on the Tools area right here. And I'm going to scroll down on the Tools area just like I did before. Let me go ahead and scroll down to the bottom. And you see there's that Zoom meeting. And you can put that link somewhere on your desktop if it's easier. That's what I suggest doing. And I can show you how to do that at the end. But I'm going to click on Zoom Meeting. And now it'll set up that whole meeting time. So now I can just go ahead and say Zoom to Blackboard from the classroom, and I can hit Start for that meeting. And there's Start for this meeting. And then it's going to say Open Zoom Meetings. And I'll say Fine. Open Zoom Meetings. And let me go ahead and, close that window. And there I am. I'm logged in. I'm going to join with computer audio. I'm going to close this thing. And if you notice, it's already started recording because I set that recording to happen. Now, there are a couple of things I need to check. I need to check where the microphone is going to be. So I'll click on microphone. So it looks like everything's working. I can see the microphone going up and down. I can test the speaker and microphone. Maybe that'll work. Ah, yeah, I heard that, so I'll say yes. And now I'll test the webcam speaker, and I'll say, hello, can you hear me? And now I'll test the webcam speaker, and I'll say, hello, can you hear me? Perfect, it works, so I'll say yes. I'll end the test. And now I can start video. And now the video has started, and I'm looking at the camera that is up here. Let me show you where that camera is. There's the camera, okay, and it's right here on the podium. And you can see where I am. Right? And now I can teach the class. Let's say I wanted to share my screen up onto the board here. I could do that as well. And you'll need to do that for the students who are remote anyway. So to share your screen, you're going to hit Share Screen. So I hit Share Screen right down here. And now I can choose which screen to share, and I'm going to choose my main screen. And I'll say Share. And I'll hit Share. And now if you notice, my screen is being shared. It's up there on the board so the students can see it. And it's right here, and that's what's being recorded. So once I'm done with the class, all I need to do is close this Zoom session. So I'm going to stop my share. And I'm going to end the meeting right here, end, down at the bottom. End meeting for all. And that's it. And I'll just close this. And I'll go back to my class. And eventually, you're going to be able to see the recording right here, all my Zoom meetings recordings. So your students should be able to find those meetings over there. Okay, so we're back from the classroom, and now I want to show you how to add a link to those Zoom recordings on your Blackboard site. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to my little plus here at the top of my menu to add a tool link, and I'll say tool link. And I'll call this Zoom recordings. You can call it whatever you want. And it's not academic materials, it is Zoom meeting. And I'll click on Zoom meeting as the type. And I'll make this available to users, and I'll click submit. So let's say I wanted to move this way up to the top. I'll just drag it up to the top. And now I'm going to see Zoom recordings. It's going to open up Zoom recordings, and I see the upcoming meetings here, but I can also see the cloud recordings. And I'll click on cloud recordings. And then I can see there's the class, and I can click on Zoom to Blackboard from the classroom. And it has all of the different things that I can look at. I can look at just the audio file. I can look at all of these different types of files. Let me go ahead and play the audio recording. Here's the video recording. There's the camera. Okay, and it's right here on the podium. And you can see where I am. Right, and now I can teach the class. Let's say I wanted to share my screen up. Okay, so that's it. Everything's done, and students have access. That should be all you need to do to share your Zoom recordings with your students who might be out with COVID.